I'd just go ahead and try it, Doug. Let's start the stream and see if it works. And do you feel lucky? So I'm not hearing audio from Big Beast Build, which is as expected because I turned it off. I hear it from Baby Beast. Now, let's see. I should get a speaker bot test coming up here. Let's see. It's not showing up there. There's, hey, is this thing on? I see that. Did you guys hear it though? Oh, I know what I'll do. I will put in a speaker bot command myself, but does this do any good if I can't hear a speaker bot? Hey, Doug, why are you not able to hear a speaker bot? Well, I got a story to tell. I hear audio from Og, but not from speaker bot. All right. Doggone you, Brian. That was a chuckle. That was a spontaneous, undeniable chuckle. I don't know. Does it matter if I fix speaker bot so that you can hear it, but I can't hear it? Does it serve any purpose? If a tree falls in the forest, does it actually make a sound? I did not know Houston, we have a problem was a thing today until 3 minutes before start time. There's no sound coming through here. There's nothing wrong with the headset. There are so many interesting topics to talk about today. Oh my God. And then this creeps up. What a creep. So if I come over here and show you this, I know SpeakerBot's not heard. If I come over here to sound settings, now wait a minute. No, when I did the test, SpeakerBot was heard. I can't hear SpeakerBot, but now you can't hear SpeakerBot either. So that's a different problem. My headset is Bluetooth, and it's not showing up here. When I go to Bluetooth and devices and go to add a device, and try to add a Bluetooth device, click on Bluetooth. Here it couldn't connect. This device, turn on Bluetooth. Well, the switch for turning Bluetooth on is not available anywhere. If I go to Device Manager, we see that here's the reason. Intel Wireless Bluetooth is missing. I tried the Intel updater, driver updater gadget, and it did install a Wi-Fi adapter update, but not Bluetooth. And then restarted the computer. That did not solve the problem. Now let's see what's going on with SpeakerBot. And actually with SpeakerBot, did the messages come in? Did its text, or its, yeah, there's DougBot came in. These DougBot messages came in. So now let's come over to this one. See, after restarting the computer, I was about to redo my test stream, but then chose not to because I just had a successful test stream. So here, this should fix SpeakerBot for you. Hit the right button. I double Doug dare you to hit the right button.
Yes, affirmative.
This should cause it to come over to you. Yes, and I see it on the audio analyzer, but I can't hear it. I have my desktop speakers turned all the way down. If I turn them up, I'll be able to hear it, but then there'll be echoing.
Yes, affirmative.
Or not. Oh, wait a minute. I turned the power off on my desktop speakers. So try that again. So if I set it up so that I can hear SpeakerBot.
Yes, affirmative.
you will hear echoing when there is speaker bot. You know what? Maybe that's okay. Because that way I can at least hear. Ken says no echo. Why would there not be echo? Oh, that might be true. Yeah, there would be echo, I think, if maybe if I play YouTube video. No, okay, I'll leave that on. So I think there's no echo because the computer is generating that audio, so it knows to counteract that on the microphone. Ken says, I'm buffering. I do not have any dropped frames. So it's all Ken's fault. Okay, so I can let go of that. So I have a Bluetooth problem. Hey, Doug, what happened? What did you do different to Big Beast Build that now there's a Bluetooth problem?
Read chat, please.
Since the last time that it was working. Well, I'll tell you, I fixed a problem with Big Beast Build. That's why there is now a problem with Bluetooth. Martin says, hi, Doug. What is the command when OOB bypass doesn't work, please? I'll give it to that right now because I have that. I think I have that memorized now. So if I go to command prompt, it is. Come on, where's the command prompt window? I asked for command prompt. Is that not working either? CMD, open. And it's not there. Oh, they're hiding. There we go. Okay, it is start. Oops. Start space ms hyphen c x h colon local only. Yeah. Now I think I can do that now, and I think it'll bring up. I wonder if it'll bring up the user interface or if it'll just crash the stream. Do you double Doug dare me to try it? Give me a yes in chat if you want me to try it. Yeah, so start Microsoft, and then that is Cloud Experience Host, colon, local only. Yeah, I see.
Yes, affirmative.
I see yeses. People saying, yeah, go ahead and try it. All right, so here we go, pressing enter. Yeah, sure enough, it kind of create a user for this PC so I could create another user for this computer. Because that's all that does. It just brings up the create user dialog window from window. I saw documentation that said that's a Windows 10 feature or way to access that screen. So let's close down this one as well. So the thing that I fixed on Big Beast Build, I was intending to give that as a quiz today because I've shown the problem a few times, and I believe one person in chat gave what turned out to be the correct solution. I just didn't get around to trying it until yesterday. So I'll give you a clue what it was. The number of things that you can recall and tell me, each person that can come up with something that's significantly correct about this, what we know about this problem, will get some points. So if I do Windows key, reliability hit, Relia, R-E-L-I-A, that sounds like a good name for a baby girl, Relia. And that brings up view reliability history. I've had this bang in here. In comics, a bang is for a gunshot. Oh, crap. It's back. Until I did the Intel updater, this was clean. But this is different. DTS audio processing objects got a problem. And then come back here to, this was yesterday. Yeah, this RE Central service. That was happening every time I restarted Big Beast Build. There's some things that we know about what that is. So you get points for recollecting that. And my recollection is there was one person that had suggested a particular action that did turn out to be the solution when I implemented it. I think it was Saturday, not yesterday. Yeah, because see here, our eCentral service last happened on the 25th, which is Saturday morning.
Read chat, please.
But then later in the morning, later in the day, afternoon, when I fixed it, I could restart computer and I would no longer get that RE Central service. RE Central service does not come up on this day or this day. Now, when I looked in here this morning, I thought, and it was clean. This one was from yesterday afternoon, Armory socket server. Ay, caramba. I didn't manage to photo in time. Martin, I did get an update photo from you, and I have it stored for today's topics. So if you were going to do another photo, I don't think I've asked you for another one. If you're going to submit what you recall about that symptom, be sure to do it with an exclamation mark C, or I might not catch you. This RE Central service. So really two things. What did we know about it, about what was causing it, and what was the proposed solution that actually did work? Hopefully the person who proposed it is going to remember it. I think that person should remember it, because to that person, it should be pretty memorable. Then I'll turn my direction to some other things. Okay, that's not an exclamation mark C. And Lawn Dog, you just throw out too much. You're just throwing out stuff. I can't read all of your stuff to see if you've come up with something. Okay, so I'm going to go turn my attention to, okay, so here's another driver's issue to deal with. I have the this laptop here. Now, what I had told you that I was going to do with it, and I have done, is I made a backup image of the factory state of these laptop computers before Windows initialization. This is laptop number 2 that I have in front of me right now. So I made an image backup of it before initializing Windows. Excuse me. And then I restored the backup from the B-Link base image computer at my client's office.
Read chat,
That I
please.
used to restore that backup and greatly simplify, greatly reduce the time involved in deploying new computers. But it was a little different because there I'm restoring it to a different model computer. And that went pretty well. I installed the drivers that I had done a DISM backup of the drivers, imported them. There's one remaining problem. Martin says, no, can you do the OOBE once more so I can take a photo? Oh, that's what you meant. Okay, sure. All right. Now you could scroll back in the video and pause at that point, Martin. Just saying, you could, in fact, go ahead and do that. You take your time to figure it out. Do a duplicate tab and then drag back till you see that DOS window. You got to learn, you need to learn how to do that. So I'm going to move forward with this laptop. And if you can't figure it out, then I'll come back and give that to you, or somebody will give it to you in chat. So I'm going to stick on this laptop. All right, I am connected to the laptop through LogMe and Rescue. And let's see, I've got my remote mouse connected to it. And I'll make that full screen through LogMe and Rescue, and then bring that up on screen. Okay, so this is the laptop. With my client's image on it. And there is a device manager problem. Now I'm going to keep taking this off screen. I have the desktop icons turned off so it doesn't expose their content. And I do have this client specific permission to use their computers for my YouTube channel. Just be responsible to not expose their employees and their business product. So if I go to device manager here, see, I'm going to keep bouncing back to chat instead of bouncing to my camera because my camera has a time thing. Yeah. So here's what's happening in device manager is it's got a bang, an exclamation mark in device manager, known in comic strips as a bang. Smart sound technology has an exclamation mark, and that's after importing the drivers that had been exported. Now, as soon as I saw this, I thought, hey, wait a minute. Gary Weisenberger just said something about audio drivers. Now, that was when doing a manual download and install of a cumulative update that there can be problems with audio drivers. That's not what I did here. This was not a cumulative update installed manually, because what it is, I took an image of the base, a backup image of the base image computer at my client's office that was completely up to date. All the updates had been normally applied, and it was operating perfectly. Image backup from that restored to here, and then imported the drivers that I had backed up from a fully normally initialized Windows computer. However, that's the one that I did do the manually cumulative update. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I think I have that. I think I have that one over here. Accessible to log me and rescue. So maybe I should check that. Yeah. Maybe I should do that. Now the problem, is it really a problem, Doug? Well, yes, it is, because if I bring up my video that's playing right now, notice here, it's not muted, the bottom left area, and then the bottom right of this screen is not muted, appears to be fine. And if I go into sound settings, oops, check and see what audio output is selected, display audio, and here's the alternative. All right, I haven't even looked at that piece yet. So if I click play, I don't hear any sound. There's no sound. Now let's see if I come back and change that to speakers. Does that give me audio? It won't even click. I can't get to it. But you can see down here the audio is playing. So that device driver appears to be preventing audio. Can I do a headset? Will that work? All right. It's be the green one, not the red one. Green one is for speakers. Red one is for microphone. Yes, it is. It is working because I'm hearing a commercial about vision. Yeah, so headphones work. But go back to either of these. Oh, now that's working. That's working through the computer speakers now. Remember a moment ago, it wasn't even clickable. And go to here, I got nothing. Okay, it still has the bang. And I have done the Intel device updater just this morning on this computer. And another piece of that I thought I would give for you is to give you the device ID. Yeah, now that sound's coming through the computer. I'll mute it. To give you the device ID for that, I'm going to go to Baby Beast and copy that device ID. For those of you who like to play that game, go figure things out. Doing this on the right one, yeah. Right click on the faulty device driver, properties, details, drop down list, hardware ID. Right click, copy, come back to the stream that's running right now. Pause that and put that into chat. Audio device. There. Oops, couldn't see that. Well, it showed up in chat. For those who want to research that, and then I will also take that off screen for a moment, go to Gemini on that screen, and then see if Gemini
Recheck, please.
can come up with a driver for that. Martin says, unfortunately, command shows access denied message. Are you doing that during the install of Windows, Martin, or are you doing that on a up and running? Because you might need to open that as administrator. Access denied. Yeah, what are the circumstances where you're getting an access denied message? Can you send me a picture? Send me a picture of that by email, then let me know with a !C in chat that you have sent it. Okay, so here, Gemini. Let's see, Windows key H. I have a device driver problem on a OTVOC laptop with this device ID. And then paste that on a OTVOC laptop. And then I'm going to ask it straight away for deep research. I'm not going to upload my own files. I guess deep research might not be clickable until after I get a first level research. And this just tells things about how to do it. I'm hoping that somebody's trying to find that themselves. Now can I get deep research? Start a new chat. Yeah, it'll start as a new chat. I do want it to ask again, and then I will repaste that same chat prompt, because you might not have noticed, but I did do a Control-C for the entire prompt. And now it should go crawling the web for information for that. And I have not done this already. I don't know how it's going to work out. Let's see, research websites, analyze more results, click on more. This is the basic stuff. And then here I have to click on start research. I can edit the plan if this is not the plan I want it to do. It's giving here an 8-step plan of what Gemini is going to do for deep research. Click Start Research. And it's off and running. Long Dog, you put a link, but you gave me no clue of what that is. It's a Google search. What, did you just Google it? And you're just showing me the results of a Google search? No, that's not good enough. Oh, that was Long Dog saying it's for Martin Hogg. All right, I see. He did give an explanation of what that was for. Well, let's go peek around. Let's go to get nosy. Bypass. Okay, so you just, during installation, there's a new command to use instead of the OB. Oh, come on, really? I just gave the command, and the best you can do is do a search for it. Let me show you how easy it is to find that. Here's today's stream. Just scroll back in today's, well, okay, let's click live. You don't want to stop the live. You want to keep watching live. So come up here to your browser tab, right click, choose duplicate. Now your first browser tab is still running. You're still hearing the show. But on this new browser tab, you can scroll back looking for where that DOS prompt window was. Now it was back kind of back a ways. This would probably be easier to do if I maximize it. There it is. See right there? Boom, it's right there. It's right there. That's so easy to get to. Come on. Come on. Everybody watching this show regularly should know how to do that. So if I click share, let's see, will that give me, oh, that won't give me a timestamp yet, will it? This doesn't give me a timestamp. So right now it's at 1908, 1912 before showtime. So just drag your playhead back to get to -19. And there's the command right there. Right there. Now I could also just type it into chat, or somebody else could have done that. Let's, hey, let's be helpful. MS hyphen. Let's see, Cloud Experience Host. Oh, isn't this amazing? Now, instead of memorizing the acronym and then trying to remember what the words are, I'm now remembering the words in order to remember what the acronym is. Cool. Start space MS CXH local only, right? I remembered that right, correct? Yeah. Oh, I tell you what. There it is. That's it. Who is jumping into my Log Me In Rescue? There's 2 connections on Log Me In Rescue. If somebody's trying to get a remote connection with me, you need to speak up in chat and let me know that. Yeah, see, there's 2 over here. Oh, now the first one that had, I guess, timed out. Well, this one's going for 42 minutes. Oh, no, this is the laptop that I'm connected to.
Read chat, please.
Yeah, that's the laptop that I'm connected here on the desk. That's not somebody new. Chevy says, hey, Doug, do it again. Slow at the beginning. How did you open a new tab? Okay, sure. I love it that you're asking that. So come up here to the tab, and I'm not opening a new tab. I'm duplicating the current tab. So if you want to be able to scroll back to look at something that I've already covered without stopping the playback of the current video, we got right here. Let's say this is you watching the live stream right now. Here we're up to the live part. I'm going to pause it because we're going to get the mirroring thing. Come up here to your tab. Click your right mouse button. Okay, that was step 1. Click right mouse button. That should give you this menu. And here's an option on this menu called duplicate. Duplicate is going to duplicate the current tab, the tab that you are pointing to when you click your right mouse button. So then left click to choose this menu option called duplicate, and that brings up a new tab with the same content. Okay, so now you can pause this, you can mute this, and your prior tab, just right to the left, is going to be the YouTube video that's still actually playing if you did not pause it, and you can still hear it if you did not mute it. Now, if you do that duplicate while the video is playing and it's not muted, when you do the duplicate, you're going to start hearing a echo. So on the new tab, you ought to mute the audio. And then you can drag the playhead back to find whatever it was that I had done recently that you want to go back and have a closer look at. Okay, how did that do, Chevy? Okay, and Chevy, that was a great question for you to ask, so I'm going to throw you a 200 points for that. Lawn Dog says he posted that command earlier. Did you post a search for it, or did you actually post the command? But Lawn Dog, you do so much stuff. How could anybody find it? I don't see that DOS command. I don't see it anywhere. If you posted a search that include that amongst a bunch of other jabber, no, that doesn't count as posting it. Oh, here it is. Start MSAX locally. Is that what you're
Read
looking
chat,
for,
please.
MDoc? So you did. CX local only, CXH. Yeah, is that what you're looking for, Martin Hogg? Yep, you did. But see, a lot of people are not reading everything that you put in because you just put in so much jibber jabber. Yeah, it's not a complaint because it still does good for me for the algorithm, but you got to understand. See, if you had put in @MartinHogg, that would
Read
get
chat,
his
please.
attention. But you're not doing that because you're refusing to do anything other than Dragon Naturally Speaking. So you're not going to get noticed nearly as much as if you would use the right techniques. Let's see these last couple read chats. Greg M. For the audio update, Microsoft Update Catalog. Oh, that sounds really pretty. That sounds pretty promising to me. So we're gonna go there. Now I'm gonna give you, Greg, 200 just for doing that research, not even knowing if it fixes the problem yet. If it fixes the problem, you get more. Now, let's see. That was Greg's read chat. Another one, Martin Hogg. Yes, Doug, it's a new Windows 11 install. Shift F10 brings up a screen. Share options menu. It is trying to force a MS account sign in. That's confusing, Martin. Are you telling me that when you press Shift F10, it brings up a new window that is trying to force a Microsoft account sign in? You should be doing the Shift F10 when you're at the window where it's trying to force a Microsoft account sign in, and that should bring up a DOS command prompt window. Screen share options? Is this a computer that you're sitting in front of? You're not connected remotely somehow, are you? Screen share options. Oh, wait a minute. I bet I know. It could be that you need to hold down the FN key in order to actually get the F10, because you might be getting screen sharing options that laptop has configured on the function keys. So you might need to include the FN key in order to get that DOS prompt window. The FN key gets the functions on a laptop keyboard, the alternate functions. Now, the FN key can be configured in the BIOS on some computers so that you have to press the FN key in order to get the function key, meaning F1, F2, F3, or it could be switched the other way so that you have to press the FN key to get the alternate function that is generally shown in a different color. I think usually it's blue, the alternate color. That might be what's going on. So let me try F10 or Shift the Shift and the F10 button on this laptop and see if it brings up screen share. That brought up a copy select all. Try that again. Shift F10, copy commands. And then if I do FN Shift F10, does that get me screen share functions? Does not. But that's interesting that you're getting screen share functions during the out-of-box experience, while your out-of-box experience is you took the computer out of the box and you turn it on. Out-of-box experience is more than just that command of OOBE, whatever the rest of that one that I haven't memorized yet. New Windows 11 install, Shift F10. Try with the FN key. See if that gets it for you. Sounds like you've got this computer in front of you right now. FNs can vary across laptops. Yes, they do. Personally, I would not use bypass NRO since it forces reboot. Absolutely. I do. I avoid doing that. Now that I know the start MS command,
Read chat, please.
I'd far rather do that because it's much quicker. Saves a lot of time. Yes, he's at the PC, and thanks. Function key, Shift F10, that does it. Thanks. Yay! Yay! Good Dougie. Good Dougie. Dougie gets points. At LiveWindowsTraining-DougBetts. You get 200 points. That should be more than 200 for actually solving an issue, but I'm the host, so the host doesn't qualify quite the same. Now let's go try that fix. Here, that Greg M gave us. So to do that fix, I'm going to get, man, I'm doing a really good job of picking the right keyboard as I'm bouncing
Read
around
chat,
here.
please.
All right, we'll get this read chat before I go away. Has your grandson's birthday come yet? No, his birthday is towards the end of June, and now that you brought that up, thanks for asking that, but do not ask again. Okay, and I'm going to give you points because I needed to address this. So I'm going to address this. Listen up, everybody. Everybody who's aware of what I'm planning to do with my grandson about that new computer for him. I need for you to understand this and remember it. Okay, please do not mention again my grandson in reference to that computer becoming a birthday gift for him. Because what we're going to do, there's a question mark on this, but what I think we're going to do is I'm going to get him to come over here and install his games on that just to demonstrate this under the ruse that I would like to have a demonstration of how his games work on this computer without him knowing the final destination for that computer, and get some on-camera video of him. Now he has his own YouTube channel. He's okay with being on camera. And so we'll have some fun with it, and then hopefully I will capture on camera his reaction when I reveal. But during this time period, it might be spread over weeks since his birthday is still weeks away. I might be publishing some of that content, and he'll know that I'm publishing his experience with that computer, with the game, so he might watch some of my videos during that time period. So I need you to not ask about that in chat that way. You could ask about that gaming computer that your grandson's going to test or demonstrate, but don't give away the secret, okay? Thank you, Alice. She says it's very nice of you, Doug, but keep in mind, it's very nice of Kerry Holzman also, because he provided the computer. I did not buy it from him. He provided the computer. Now, if you go over to Carrie's channel in his chat and you know compliment him, well, he gives away computers to people that are supporters of the work that he does. This one in my mind is very generous. And yeah, you can talk about it over there. That'll be fine. Because he's not going to find his way to there. Okay, so now I got that cleared off. We're going to be overtime. Oh, we're already overtime. Crap. Okay, so I got to come over to Baby Beast. Baby Beast is connected remotely to the laptop. So through Big Beast, I'm using a capture device to show Baby Beast, which is connected remotely to the laptop. Now I also have the laptop connected through my capture card to Big Beast, but I can't copy that link across through that because that's just HDMI output. That doesn't give me copy and paste capability. Yeah, no, it just gives me video capture. Okay, so here I've got that paused. So then I got to go find that. Let's see, it was Greg M. Here's Greg M. I'm signed in there as a YouTube, not even a YouTube account. I'm a guest on YouTube on that computer. So let's come over here and find, let's see, I'll try Control F, Greg space M, and then arrow through those search results to find the link. Here it is, catalog update. So I can just click on the link, take me to that update, click download. Now, I'm not going to read through it. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Just do it, Doug. So we can see it downloading. This laptop is connected through my Wi-Fi. So it's downloading from Wi-Fi, which is not going to slow it down because my Wi-Fi is plenty fast enough for a download. Okay, then you know what? Maybe I should take that off screen before I go into that folder. No, that's okay. I can expose that. So here's that update that just downloaded. And you can see here where I did the Intel driver was actually yesterday morning. So not this morning. I did their Microsoft Office setup. I did Chrome. Oh no, these downloads are not from this laptop. These downloads, that Chrome setup, September 14, 20, that's from the base image computer that's in their office. That's the downloads folder that we're seeing. So double click on that. Oh, no, I need not double click. That is a, oh, that's a cab. Right click and install cab. Okay, my brain's having a episode. Update ID. Okay, let's go back here. See, this is not just a KB update, is it? Oh, it's a cab that has drivers. So I should be able to point to that cabinet file from Device Manager and tell it to update the driver from there. I don't know if I have to extract that cab file. I don't think so. If I do update driver, browse my computer for drivers, I'm going to take that off screen. Okay, so that's okay. That's going to the drivers that I had exported to the E drive. Then I'll click browse off screen for a moment. That's fine. And go to the downloads folder. I've already seen the content of downloads folder and it's clean. And then do search for drivers in this location. Yeah, then do next. Best drivers are already installed. That did not actually browse the way I need it to. So maybe I need to extract. Because I think a cabinet, can't it be extracted? No, I think not. I see TF, those are fonts. So it could be in here. I'm going to try this. I'm going to go up one level. I'm going to right click on this and copy as path. Then come up here to that device, right click, update driver, browse computer, and then I'm just going to paste that right here. So that actually pastes that entire path and the file name. Copy as path gives you the entire path, including the drive letter and the file. Please enter another location. Does not exist or cannot be reached. So it's not able to reach in that cabinet file. How do I install a cab file? I don't know what to do with that. I'm sure I've done it in the past. Now, if I go over here to title, do they give directions in here? I haven't heard a read chat yet tell me how to do that. I see an exclamation mark C from Martin Hogg, but that did not work, Martin, because you have to put a space after the letter C. Package details, supported hardware IDs. Let's see if the hardware ID was 54C8. I'm looking for 54C8. I don't think this expands at all. Yeah, I don't think that is right for this driver. Intel Audio. Clipboard history again. Intel Audio, DSP. Yes, we have some DSPs. DSP controller dev. So DSP controller dev, but then 54C8. C8. There it is. It is there. 54C8 ampersand then 8086. Yeah, so that looks like the right one. How do I actually install it? I have not heard a read chat, please, yet. Tell me how to install it. Okay, so let's do, oh, I have Copilot already open. That contains a driver for this. Wintermute says use DISM. Oh, there it is. Sure enough. All right, Wintermute, you beat it out there. So there's Wintermute with some points. How come that wasn't a read chat, please, Wintermute? Yeah, that wasn't a read chat. You can install a cab file using command prompt. Okay, your path file. So I'm just gonna go do this. Oh, let's just click copy. It should be enough. Windows key, CMD, run as admin.
Read chat, please.
Answer yes. I see that, Martin. I'll get to that. Then I'll paste that, and then I'm going to highlight over that package path. Then I'll bring up clipboard history with Windows key V, and here's the package path. So paste that in, press enter. Error occurred trying to open. Let's maximize that to read it better. Let's make the font bigger by clicking on that button in the upper left, and then let's see, it's properties, font, and go to maybe 28 font. There, you can read that. Error occurred trying to open. That's not telling us. Oh, there's the error message.
Read chat, please.
And these error messages are all the same. DISM log file can be there. Greg says, I just used 7-zip to extract the contents of that cab file into a folder. Okay, well, I don't think we need 7-zip to accomplish that. Let's do that this way. Here's that cab folder. I'll access it this way. Control A to select everything. Control C to copy everything. Then I'll go to a new folder. I'll do it in the downloads folder. I'll right click out here in the blank area, do new folder. I'm not going to bother naming it. I don't have time to do that. Then right click in that folder and choose paste. So that should do it instead of having to go grab 7-zip. Eight hours remaining. I bet 7-zip will do it quicker. Oh my God. But is that true? No, not responding. All right. Let's go try to grab 7-zip. This is work I have to do anyway, so I guess I'm okay with doing this in overtime. 7-zip download. And then there's link download, looking for the different, what is the difference between these for Windows x64 for another Windows platform. So I think x64 is what I'll do. Is this a portable? I don't immediately see a portable option. I think this is probably going to install it, but that's okay. Then answer yes. Greg M says, I sure the heck hope this fixes the issue rather than ride down another rabbit hole. Me too. Because I'd love to give you more points for that. Okay, so now is this is still probably trying to paste that. Yeah, here's pasting it over here. It looks like it's moving along all right. I'm going to try right clicking on that file. It's this one. Right click, and is 7-zip available here? No. I might have to restart File Explorer or even restart the computer, but I doubt that. 7-zip file manager. Let's see if I can run it interactive. Add operation not supported. Do I maneuver to that file.
Read chat, please.
Read chat, please says, go back and look in your path command. It is wrong. Paste it properly. Okay. That would have been when I tried to update the driver from that path, I think is where you're saying that the path was wrong. So, because I didn't really read it. Search for drivers in this location. Is this the one where you're saying the path is wrong? I'll take out the quotes. That shouldn't be causing a problem. Dism in the command. Oh, the dism was wrong. All right. Dism. So I'm going to up arrow to bring that back up. Add package, path. Oh, yes, that's wrong. That's wrong. Package path. There. And then enter. Error occurred trying to open it. The quote marks are needed to deal with any spaces that are in the entire path. But the quote mark should never prevent it from working. We don't have any spaces, so I'll take that out.
Read chat, please.
Let's see that last read chat, because you still have the placeholder path. Oh, I do. I thought I deleted that. Oh, let's see. This is me not taking the time to read it, right?
Read chat, please.
I thought I backspaced over that. Backspace over this. Package path. Right? I thought that's what I had already accomplished. Now I have a quote symbol at the beginning. Oh, there's a period at the end. I bet that shouldn't be there. Oh, it was period cab. Oh, I see. I left arrowed over that stuff. That's why that end of that was gone. So then backspace over that quote. In the quote, delete path, see path to file cab. Okay. I think this has got it now. No. But you do need to incorporate the file name. Oh. What am I missing? What am I missing? Let's see. I copied that, I think, from Copilot. Package path colon, and they're showing the quotes. Package path colon DISM online add package No dice. All right, let's go back to 7-zip. Where I thought I had 7-zip already open. I should be able to navigate open. Should be able to navigate to that file, right? How about if I just drag that file? Oh, there's the other instance of 7-zip. Ah, here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. So then go to the specific user. Let me go find this. Okay, there we go.
Read chat, please.
Here's the file. That time is right, so double click on that and extract. I actually want to extract the entire file, not just that particular one. So here I've got that cab highlighted and then extract. That should do it. Extract to, and I'm going to call it, I'm just going to make it create a folder there called sound driver. There we go. There we go. Greg says I just used 7-zip to extract the contents that file into a folder. Oh, that comment was a while ago. Now, that's done. One error. There are some data after the end of the payload data. Close that. Then go back to Device Manager, Update Driver, Browse, and Downloads, Sound Driver, and this will select. Actually, the sound driver itself should be, that folder should be enough. It should be searching everything below that, because we have this include subfolders. Installing drivers. If it didn't find anything better, it would not be installing. Encountered a problem installing the drivers for your device. Found drivers, but encountered an error. Intel Smart Sound Technology, OED. This device cannot start. All right. Why? I should have captured a screenshot of that. I'm going to run that again. Browse the computer, goes to that same folder. I'm going to capture a screenshot of that and paste that into Copilot. Best drivers already installed. Oh, it won't even try that again. Okay, then I'll go to the video that I'm live streaming right now and capture a screenshot from there. Okay, there's installing drivers. Let's make that big. Now I'm going to mute that. Device cannot start. Error encountered. There's not much of a, oh, code 10. Now let's try Windows key Shift S. Drag through that. And then Alt Tab to get to Copilot. While installing a driver that I extracted from a cab file, which I downloaded from Microsoft's website for the sound driver, I encountered this message. What advice do you have? Spacebar stops the dictation, and then Control V to paste that screenshot. Oh, it failed. So much for that. Oh, I'm not signed in to Microsoft. I wonder if that was a problem. Okay, then let's have Baby Beast do that bit. Now I have the keyboard and mouse from Baby Beast, and it did capture the screenshot. So if I come to, I'm going to take that off screen for a moment. Alt Tab, I'll go to Gemini. And then in Gemini, I'll do a new chat. And I want the same prompt. Let's see that. Control C. Alt Tab back to Baby Beast's Gemini. Nope, now I gotta come up here to this toolbar. Then I get to Gemini and paste that prompt. I didn't get it. Oh, I know why. Because here I have Log Me and Rescue maximized. I need to be in its medium size and then do the Control C there so that it gets copied into the clipboard for Baby Beast. Control C here. Now come up to Baby Beast at the top. Windows key V. Now it's still not working. That piece is a little bit flaky sometimes. I got this error message when installing a driver from that I extracted from a cab file that I downloaded from Microsoft. What advice do you have? Yeah, there we can see that screenshot. It is the one that I was expecting. Common advice, restart your computer, blah, blah, blah. Manually install a driver from the cab file properly. Oh, all right. Right-click the Start button to select Device Manager, locate the device. I did that. Update driver, I did that. I did that. I did that. I did that. This is exactly what I did. Except I didn't go to the specific INF file, but it did find the driver there. PC manufacturer. This is one of these off-brand, inexpensive laptops. I don't think the manufacturer's website is going to have anything. I have not looked for it, actually. Intel's website. That sounds like the next thing. And I've already done the Intel device driver updater, if I'm saying that right. So to show you that, let's come over here. Let's close that. And close that browser default message. Get out of that YouTube video. Windows key D for desktop to minimize everything that's open. And here's the Intel driver and support assistant. There might be some ninja ways of using this Intel driver support assistant that I'm not familiar with. Why is it not opening up? Did it disappear? Lawn Dog, I have no hope of trying to read through all your stuff. What's going on? Look at this screen. Okay, so I don't see it there. Windows key, INTEL, Intel. Now it's not even come up with anything. Let's close that. Let's maybe close some things down. Dism log, how about looking at that? And then CD space Control V to take me straight to that folder. Now let's do edit dism.log. Oh, edit's not recognized. All right, then we'll go this way. You don't give it to me one way, I'll go a different way. And then Control V to paste the last thing that I copied, which was the path. And then double click on that log file to open it. See if this gives us a clue. These are in ascending order, so I want to scroll to the bottom. Image session has been closed. Reboot required equals no. Finalizing CBS core. Looking at the times. Let's do a new one. Let's just do that command again so we get a fresh log entry. Windows key V to bring up my clipboard history.
Read chat, please.
Here's the dism command. Add package path. That's got all of that written correct. And then come back to that log file again. Shows 1022, so just updated. Double click. And then scroll to the bottom. That last read chat, the file name was still wrong in the command, way too long. Okay, we'll go look at it closer. I don't need to read through all this if you're telling me the file name was still wrong. That was to the cab. That isn't to the path. I'm trying to add the package. So maybe that's the problem. We come back here to new folder. This is the path. that has, does it have, I see TF, there's INF. Yes, it has INF files, it has DLL files. So let's do backspace over all of that. Paste the new path to the extracted files. I think I need to get to a specific INF file, don't I? So we'll sort these by type. Click in the type column heading there. And then go find the INF files. Oh, there's more cat files. Not cab, these are cats. There's INF. Okay, can we recognize which is the right? Intel audio bus. Right click on that, copy as path. Scroll down, let's see.
Read
Here
chat,
it is.
please.
Take this one. Ah. Windows key V to get back to that path. And there is a space in there, so I do need the quote. Download folders. Backspace over this path to your file. Control A, Control C. Okay, that last read chat. Use cab file path with DISM. So DISM is supposed to be cab. Well, I've done that. I've done that. That's what it wasn't working. So I tried going this route. Because this here is the cab. So if I right click on that, choose copy as path. Windows key V. Here's that path. Now he was saying it's way too long, but that is the name of that cab file. I could change the name of it so it's shorter. Call it audio driver cab instead. System cannot find the file specified. Okay. I take that folder path, Control C, and then do CD space paste. That takes me to there. Audio driver cab. That file is there. So when it says error occurred trying to open, the system cannot find the file specified. It's there. Yeah, Wintermute says it's shorter now. Try that command and got the same problem. And then he says, oh my God. What is going on? How about we go do something more basic? I don't see device manager already open. Let's go take another device manager technique. Let's go uninstall this. We'll uninstall anything that has bangs. We'll display hidden devices. There's no other devices category. Nothing else has bangs. We'll go to the view menu, show hidden devices. Anything that's grayed out. I think, yeah, there's some grayed out things there. Because these are device drivers potentially that were actually used by the base image computer, the B-Link computer that I took this backup image from. This is my thumb drive. This is my, can you call that a thumb? My Silverstone M.2 drive. Uninstall that one. Look for anything else in gray. Nothing else in gray. And then just for good measure, I'm going to restart the laptop. And then we'll try, if everything isn't working when I restart the laptop, then we'll try installing that driver again. And like I said, I'm okay with the overtime on this because I need to fix this. While that's restarting. While you're in the drive, yeah, Lawn Dog, no, I'm not going to read your. You do too much just throwing darts at the wall. And I mean that in a kind, loving way. Looking for the read chats to be sure I covered all of that. Oh, I guess I already went around the bend, right? The last ones was, yeah, that. Okay, so here the computer's back up. Let's do this through capture this time. This is through the capture, not through Baby Beast. It might be a better image. So, let's see. Capture. Device manager. Try the update driver from here. Browse for drivers. And let's see, the drivers are extracted in that folder. We'll try that way. Nope. Now, how about we See, I'm kind of thinking maybe when we go back to the cab, should we have this uninstalled? I don't think so. I think it should be visible there with having a problem, Houston. Now that dism command is erased from memory, from the computer's memory, and mine. So here's that folder that has, well, now wait a minute, why is that so long when I changed? Oh, because the file name is long. Did I just change the folder name, not the file name? Oh, that's the cab. Is it? View menu, show file name extensions is already turned on. That's just a folder name. Okay, so that sound driver. So I have a folder name of sound driver. Inside there, I have another folder of sound driver. Okay, let's simplify this path. Control A, Control X to cut those. Come to this folder and Control V so that we're not dealing with this extra folder layer. That's just weird. Sound driver. Okay. If I go back to Copilot, it should remember the last session, although I'm not signed in with a Microsoft account. It might not remember the last yeah. Will be shown here, sign in to keep your conversations. I'm not signed in, so it doesn't remember that last conversation. And my clipboard history is wiped out. So to get back to that command, I'll go back to the YouTube video. Yeah, so youtube.com LWTDB/live gets me to the live stream currently in progress, or the next one that's scheduled. Can pause the video instead of watching those commercials. And then in chat, can I do Control F DISM? Yes. But that's not the whole syntax. DISM command for extracting drivers. If somebody gives me that in chat, that would be useful. What is the DISM command for installing drivers from download? I was going to say INF or cab, but I'm not sure which one I'm at. So here, online add driver. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So then Windows key, CMD, I'll do it as admin. I don't think you need admin for this. There's the command. Oh, there's a recurse at the end of that. Path to driver. Control C. Control V there. Control A, Control C, enter. This command can only be used with an offline image. All right, come on, somebody help me with the right DISM command. Only be used with an offline image. All right, so If nobody's given me that command yet, I'll have to go scrub back in the video to find it. And I've got commercials to deal with. Skip. Now make it big. Close the remote. Scrub back. I'm starting to think that I might be better off to continue with this offline because I think I'm just throwing mud at the wall and not thinking this through. Online add package. DISM online add package. So now bring up this DOS command prompt on top to where I can see it. There. Bring up the command. So not add driver, but add package. And my cursor back to that point, backspace, package, and then package path put a 1 in chat if you think Carrie's going to give me a comment on the video saying something like, see, you could have just installed from scratch without doing that backup and restore. You'd be done by now. 1 in chat if you think he's going to give me that harassment. Yeah, but this is a technique that I can replicate many times over if I learn it. So enter. Error 87. Now this is different. The recurse P option is not recognized in this context. Oh, that's at the end. Recurse P. I don't think it's supposed to be recurse P. I think that's a typo. Backspace 1, enter. The recurse option not recognizing this. Oh yeah, because I've changed the actual command. Backspace over that. No packages were found that require processing. Well, this is different. This is not cannot access it. No packages found that require processing. So it's looking for packages in here, but that's supposed to be working on a cab file. This is not the cab file. Here, that's the cab file. That's the one we want. Right click, copy as path, up arrow, backspace, Control V, enter. Now here's back to the same error we had previously. All right, I think I'm done. Package is a .cab file. Sound driver folder is a folder, Wintermute says. But what should I do? I need to get my head out of this. They're just all random stuff now. Do you want to give me a link to that forum domain? With the same issue on forum. What do you mean same issue? Is it the same brand laptop regarding a sound driver? Or is it an issue, the same issue, meaning having troubles with the DISM command? Oh, smart sound technology, OED problem. Okay, that's what you mean. Remove, uninstall with deleting drivers. Solved it. Yeah, give me a link to that, please. There it is. Fix this issue by uninstalling Intel Smart Sound Talk Technology driver. At the same time, use the delete option when uninstalling. Restarted after the second red X disappeared. And after a second, the red X disappeared and my sound was back. I'm going to leave everything from the original post below so others can see what I was going through and see if their situation is the same. If it is, maybe try what I just tried doing, maybe it'll work. Nobody told me to delete the audio controller. I just had an idea that their names are similar, so maybe they are connected, and voila, not voila, voila, I'm so happy. Hopefully others find it helpful. You must be related to Tim Cruise. I'm so happy. Original old post. Intel Smart Sound Technology. Yeah, that's exactly what we see, right? Intel Smart Sound Technology. Yep, that's the exact message. I have, you know what, I'm going to take care of business before I forget about it. That was from Doman. This is impressive enough already, Doman, and that's going to get you 1,000 points, even though I haven't seen if this fixed it yet. Because this has really specifically nailed it as far as the symptom. I have uninstalled the driver without deleting it, reinstalled. Now this is going through all of his steps. So he did the show hidden options as well. He's dealing with earbuds. I think it fixed it. They reinstalled themselves. So this wasn't very long. This wasn't very long of a thread. After using the PS4 Remote Play, my speakers now have red X, say there's no device installed. They work for a few minutes. I use PS4 Remote Play, but I don't know if they're still working. When I close it, I wasn't paying attention. I don't know for sure if that caused it. Okay, showing the same error. I have uninstalled the driver without deleting it, reinstalled by restarting the laptop. I completely deleted the driver and reinstalled it through both the Intel driver and support assistant and driver one, and neither worked. I tried to reinstall it by picking it directly, and it just says it can't open. I do have two options for drivers, but both give me the same answer. Okay, we don't have the two of them showing. Windows encountered a problem installing that same code 10. My sound video controller section device manager doesn't show unless I use show hidden options. There's no Intel high definition option like others with this problem have. Now let's go see, is hidden still turned on? No, because we restarted the computer. Oh, here's some other grayed out items. Several. Did I miss those previously? This is the downside of this technique, and this was a trial. This is a testing of that technique of backup image and then restoring to a different brand computer. This is not something that is normal use for me yet. Other devices, Intel tile device. So there are things showing up now that were not showing previously. Is that other devices only because I'm showing hidden? When I'm not showing hidden devices, is other devices still there? It is not. So I'm inclined to remove all of those, but I'm going to come back here and read more of this. Doesn't show unless I show hidden options. There's no Intel high definition option like others have. Plugged in headphones don't work. Bluetooth headphones do. Yeah, my plugged in headphones do work on this laptop. Now I could just use Bluetooth headphones until I inevitably get another laptop. Been researching this for 3 days now. I've tried every method. I found twice or more. Hang on. I even restored my laptop to factory condition. That didn't fix it either. Now, as a troubleshooting point, I do have this other laptop that still is the original Windows factory installation, which does not have the trouble. I have no updates to download. Everything says it's up to date. I'm curious to see if it has an Intel Smart Technology OED item at all. He's working with a Lenovo Idea pad. I just installed the recommended sound package, didn't help either. I'm not going to touch anything until I get a reply so I don't mess anything up. Answer. I think I fixed it. I deleted Intel Smart Sound Technology audio controller. Okay, let's identify that. Intel Smart Sound Technology Intel R SSD. Yeah, we don't have that one. We don't have exactly this one because we don't have it with this designation. And the Intel R Smart Sound Technology Intel SSD OED. Okay, so I'm going to say my comparison to that would be to delete both of these. They are both Intel Smart Sound Technologies, and what he did is he deleted 2 Intel Smart Sound Technologies. Restarted my laptop and my sound is back. They reinstalled themselves after the restart as well. So maybe it was the controller messing up. I don't know, but I'm so happy. I'm going to hope this is a permanent fix, doesn't mess up again in a day or so. Okay, so the way I'm understanding that is to uninstall both of these and then restart the computer. There was, what was that extra checkbox? I'm going to have to do that extra checkbox. Intel Smart Sound. Uninstall. Attempt to remove the driver. I should have done that. Let's do scan for hardware changes. So I think we'll get those back so that I can delete the drivers or attempt to delete the drivers. I'm not getting a response from the mouse, but I am getting response from the wireless mouse. but it won't scroll. Scroll wheel works. Intel, those are both gone. So scanning for devices did not bring them back. It's super sluggish right now. I think it might still be working on that scan. Yeah, Doman gave me a delete the drivers checkbox. That Intel Smart did not come back. So we'll restart. Might have to do this round trip again. Yeah, I was trying to close a window that was in the YouTube playback. Ay, caramba. My Saturday shows are typically 2 hours long, and they always get more views than the weekday shows that are, half an hour to an hour long. Now, we're coming up on 11 o'clock, so that's a 2-hour show on a weekday. It's going to be interesting to see if this gets more views. So, because are people attracted to long videos, or is that just because Saturdays? For old obsolete drivers, check cleanup device cleanup tool can be useful. Hey, I'm going to try that. I knew there were cleanup tools for all those old drivers, but I didn't have my fingers on where to get that. So thank you for that. Here we go. Now, no, take that off screen to log in. Now I can bring it on screen. If the same problems are there, then I'm going to uninstall again and delete the drivers. Look at that. There are no bangs. There's no bangs. Yes, we have no bangs. We have no bangs today. Okay, so let's go. Oops. YouTube. It remembers the URL for my live stream. See if there's sound. Now I'm not hearing sound. Oh, yes, I am. Yes, I am. I am hearing sound through the computer's speakers internal to the computer. That worked. It fixed it. Ha! Doman, you're my hero. Let's see, it's really quiet. It's super quiet. I have the sound turned all the way up, and I doubt that my microphone is picking it up. I don't have a headset. I mean, it's like I had a headset plugged in and it was laying on the desk. Oh, I think I know why. Well, all right, let's try this. The sound right now says going through speakers, but let's see what happens if we go through the display. Let's see what happens if we go through the display. That's better. Let's see what happens if we go through the display. That's better. Yes, that's better. Sounds like it's coming through Big B speakers. Sounds like it's coming through Big B speakers. I think it is. Why? I think it is. Why? I think it is. Oh, because my capture card. Oh, because my capture card. Yes, the audio is going through my capture card. Yes, the audio is going through my capture card. That's what it means by display driver. But through the laptop speakers, Now it's coming through the laptop speakers. Got the volume turned all the way up. Oh, look at that. The YouTube video. There we go. That's believable. Yep, that's coming through the laptop speakers. They're totally lame speakers, but that's believable for this laptop. Ay, caramba. I am going to call that, let's see. Hope you're still here, Delman. Okay, so here on this points system, solving issues from general audience, brought to Doug by email during chat room discussion. I think that's what's going to be. This was not an issue where Doug was stumped, because when I brought this issue to you today, I had not tried anything. I'd only discovered it. I thought I discovered it today. So it doesn't quite get that, but you got that one, Doman. That's clearly what you get. So if I do 5,000 and then @DO, well done. And then press the money button, just because the money button is the one that does the number of points. So 2-hour long video with a successful conclusion. It's going to be interesting to see how this video performs on a weekday. That's different. Nice. Not the first time this kind of solution fixed it. Yeah, that's a really simple solution, wasn't it? Just not being focused on the single item, but deleting another item as well. And I don't know that I would have just thought of that idea. I would have gone searching. Yes, it's fixed. Let's see. So Doman now has 8,200, and the points do accumulate. They will, when I get the leaderboard implemented, this significant amount of points, this will be on your record. This will be in your, this will be in your permanent file, Doman. It does not disappear. Tomorrow, if you do the exclamation points command, you won't see that, because points are accumulated, are recorded each day. They're kept in a database of sorts right now. They're going to be in a better database. So they do accumulate over time, and there will be leaderboards over various different time increments. And I will get rid of this annoying, or it's putting my name out there so much. Now, let's see, when I go back to DougBot, where was that? What was it? Was it 5,000? 4,000? Yeah, DougBot responded. That's what's supposed to happen. I'm doing a little troubleshooting on this issue right now. So when I award points, it's supposed to be awarded by DougBot, and that is happening. Now, has been given. Is that showing up under my primary name? Has been given, that's from DougBot. Wait a minute, I gave out other points during today's show, didn't I? Ah. All right. Scrolling for orange. John Williams, wow, 67-minute live stream. I think I'm substantially over that now, aren't I? It's over 120 minutes. Well, not really. I got started a little late. OBS says I'm at 1 hour, 55 minutes and 12 seconds. John Williams, thanks for the live stream. It's lunchtime. For me, have a good day. To you and everyone in chat. Okay, that's it. I'm out of here. Hasta la vista. Chuckling at a advertisement showing up there. You can send a question to this email address. There were other things that emails that I had saved for today, but I blew that. But we had a successful troubleshooting experience and problem resolution. So we'll get to those tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody. I will catch you later. Goodbye.
That's all, folks.
Tune in 6 days a week for Windows support, the help you seek. Send an email, leave a comment, join the chat. Our tech-savvy crew is where it's at. Not just me, but a whole community, helping you solve tech mysteries. With friends who are here almost every day, we love to chat and help you find your way. So subscribe now, be part of the team, for Windows support and more than you've dreamed. Join the fun, don't miss a single stream. At LiveWindowsTraining-DougBetts or simply where tech support supreme. Where tech support supreme. Tune in 6 days a week for Windows support, the help you seek. Send an email, leave a comment, join the chat. Our tech-savvy crew is where it's at. Not just me, but a whole community, helping you solve tech mysteries. With friends who are here almost every day, we love to chat and help you find your way. So subscribe now, be part of the team, for Windows support and more than you've dreamed. Join the fun, don't miss a single stream. At LiveWindowsTraining-DougBetts or simply more deeply VB, where tech support supreme. Where tech support supreme. Where tech support supreme. Tech support supreme. Where tech support supreme. Where tech support supreme. Where tech support supreme.